Target played in our faces. We knew Amazon wasn't shit. We knew Walmart wasn't shit. But Target, we were rooting for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching us from. This is Awake in Africa, and I'm your host, Ben. Welcome back to another episode of my YouTube channel. And today, good people would like us to discuss about Target. So what's happening to Target? So after Target effed around and they found out, they have now seen the power of the black dollar. Now, what am I saying by what am I trying to mean by saying that they just discovered the power of black dollar? So in January they rolled back DEI. When they rolled back DEI, up to now they've lost a ton of 24 billion US dollars. That's a whooping large amount of money. So you can imagine, in just less than 4 months, they've lost such amount of money. And you know why they lost such amount of money? It's because these guys, they rolled back DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusivity. This is where different groups of people went to shop without discrimination, especially the black people. So guys, with me here are a compilation of TikTok videos. Credits to all the creators, by the way. I don't have rights to these videos, so credits to these creators. You can follow them on their TikTok pages because they are preaching. So guys, let us watch these videos and then I'll be back with my further analysis. But before that, kindly, if you're new to this channel and this is the kind of content that you really do enjoy watching, kindly subscribe to this channel, like this video, leave a comment because I'd like us to have the conversation going on. Turn on post notifications because every time I post new videos, and I'd like you to be the very first person to watch my content. Let us get into it. I'll be back.
Target, got a quick question for you. Can you explain to us why your apology wasn't as loud as your disrespect? No? Yeah, we didn't think so. Like, you really thought that you could disrespect an entire group of people and think that we wasn't going to make you stand 10 toes down in that? And then when those stocks started dropping and y'all started losing money, y'all started to realize that the niggers actually are standing on business. Y'all really sat in that boardroom and said, this will blow over in a little while. And now y'all realizing that this shit is blowing through y'all profits and y'all scrambling to try to figure out. But either way, Target, we not coming back, baby. Y'all blew it. And I know there are a lot of black-owned brands that y'all sell in Target, but you weren't doing it because you wanted to. You were doing it because you had to. And now that your mask has come off and you've revealed your white hood, we have let y'all know that we will not spend our money with you all. I would rather go to the websites of those business owners and give my dollar directly to them. I just got one thing to say to you.
See, now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
Boycotting Target looks like going out real quick just to pick up a couple items like plain yogurt, command strips, children's underwear, and a belt. And returning home 1 hour later because there is no one store that has all those things that's near you. You know who does have all of that? Target. You know where I couldn't go? Target. So I had to go to Dollar Tree, Marshall's, Kohl's, and Publix. And if those are on the list too, I didn't know. I just know mainly about Target. Happy boycotting.
Target, one of the most popular department stores in America, is suffering financially after a 40-day boycott started due to this DEI pushback. You can see Donald Trump said that businesses no longer had to follow those mandates, and certain companies immediately reduced its impact on their company structure, and Target was one of them. And a lot of African-American people said now they no longer wanted to support Target. And we're seeing an increase right now in Costco's business because people are saying, don't go to Target, go to Costco. And it's creating this thing now where Target's actually getting less sales. And we're going to see some more stuff happen with Target, because we just seen the CEO say that this tariff business with Mexico, because we depend on produce from Mexico in the winter, we might see the price of produce in Target even go up. So a double impact now. We got 40-day boycott, and we got increase on the items that are already there. We might see a lot of people start switching and going to Costco.
I don't think Target will ever rebound fully. And let me tell you why. So I used to do these things called DEI report cards. I'm actually going to start them back up. But I would do a quick evaluation of a company's diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. And, I would put it on social media. And I did Target back in February of 2024. Check it out.
What's up, everybody? It's Randy B, and I am back with another DEI report card. Today, I am covering Target, one of my favorite stores, and I know some of you love it too. I'm going to give Target an overall score. Wait for it. I don't know if you've ever seen me do this. A-. A is for A. I'm proud of you, Target. Target has been very intentional since early 2000s of creating a workforce that is more diverse, equitable, and inclusive.
So as you see, Target got the highest report card that I had given to date to a corporation. They were really doing well when it came to their DEI initiatives, in my estimation. And so this is the problem. I believe Target will honestly suffer for doing good at one point. I believe that people believed in Target. They were the place that we went to, that people, whether they be LGBTQIA, Black, Asian, Latino, person with a disability, elderly, we felt seen. You would go and you would see products that specifically addressed our unique needs or our unique wants. They were the place that you went to when you were taking your kid to college, or perhaps moving your elderly parent into a senior living situation. They were a place that it could make you feel as if, although you may not have a high level of income, but you could buy cute things for your home. It was a place that you felt seen. And so Target seemed to be the one company that got it. And so when they unceremoniously turned their backs on us and said, we're not messing with you, it's a different type of hurt. It's personal with Target. Other companies, we didn't expect much. You just go in there, you get your stuff, and you're whatever. But Target felt safe. We had an affinity towards Target, so they hurt us. And when people are hurt, they don't forgive you easily. They don't come back, because you are now not who we thought you were. So it's kind of like if you're hanging out dating a guy and you feel like he's dating someone else, like it sucks, you don't date him anymore. But if you're in love with a man, you were in love with him and you trusted him, you thought he was the one, and you thought he was just a honest individual, and then he cheats on you, you're angry and you never, ever, ever will forgive that person, and you just wish bad things upon them.
It's Good Friday, and I have some good news. Target, y'all have messed up so bad that y'all have managed to turn this boycott into a breakup. The fact that I have not walked in a Target since this boycott began is something that makes me so proud of myself, and also makes me realize that I never need to go back. There is nothing at Target that I haven't figured out some way to survive without. What a lot of Black people aren't understanding is why we have this heat for Target that we don't seem to have for other businesses. What about Amazon? What about Walmart? First of all, we can walk and chew gum at the same time. Target played in our faces. We knew Amazon wasn't shit. We knew Walmart wasn't shit. But Target, we were rooting for you. After George Floyd, you pledged all this money. You rolled out all of these programs. You partnered with all of these Black brands. You carried all of this merchandise. We were really proud to shop at Target. And for you to throw us out the window at the first stop up the road just means that it was all fake. And now that we know that you are who we thought you were, we have to now act accordingly. So, sorry.
According to sources, Target is now losing billions of dollars. Target may be the first example of a major corporate business that sinks completely based on a lot of factors, but most importantly and most notably, their DEI stance. Okay? Target may be the first example of a major corporate business to fail just based on the stance they took removing DEI, and the public decided that they're going to boycott this. Now, what I'm learning is that they've been having money problems even before this whole DEI thing. But on top of the money problems they're having, guess what? The DEI thing was the last straw, it seems like. Yeah, that DEI thing, the DEI change or policy change or whatever they enacted was the last straw, right? That is now breaking the camel's back, so to speak. And then people will say, well, boycotts don't work. They can't do anything. This, that, you. What's going on with Target?
It's now being reported 8 weeks in a row of a decline in sales at Target. And it's by a major publication, not fake news and not one that's on the right or the left, but it's there. Check it out. Stocks are down 57%. The boycott is working. Now, here's the funny part. Look at their website. Go check out their website. People are not quitting. They're trying to sell some like cake or candles. If you type in Target in the search bar, okay, type it in, look for cake or candle and go there, then look at all the comments. I feel like if I were Target, I would shut off the comments, okay? But for all the people out there that says that it's not working, it absolutely is. These are major news outlets that are reporting decline in sales, and they're attributing it to the boycott. They're attributing it to the flip-flop, as they called it in one article, of DEI, okay? So all the other folks that are out there in La La Land trying to act like this is fake news and it doesn't make sense and where are we getting our information from? It's all right out there. Target is reporting this, okay? They are reporting it. It's not made up. It's reported news on business from financial publications and outlets, okay? Go search Target, candle, or cake and have some fun with it.
Target is taking a financial hit after dropping its diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. The retail giant has reportedly lost more than $12.4 billion in revenue.
This comes as calls for boycotts against the retailer continue. Several groups say it's entering a new phase. During Lent, Pastor Jamal Bryant urged his DeKalb County congregation to fast from shopping there. 11 Alive's Ariana Muniz explains why he says this movement isn't over.
If you ain't been going to Target, open up your mouth and give God glory.
10 weeks after New Birth Missionary Baptist Church launched a Target fast, Pastor Jamal Bryant says it's time to raise the stakes.
So I told them what I'm getting ready to tell you, we ain't going back in there.
On Easter Sunday, Bryant announced the fast would continue as a full boycott after Target slashed diversity programs and, according to Bryant, refused to fulfill most of his demands.
To look at the person beside you and tell them we ain't going in there. We ain't going.
Bryant says he met with Target executives and only one demand was met.
Target has agreed that by July the 31st, they will complete the pledge of $2 billion for black business.
The full list of demands also included restoring DEI efforts, depositing $250 million into black banks, and new partnerships with HBCUs.
I think that what we're asking for is reasonable. Of those four, and 1 out of 4 is not sufficient.
Bryant says the fast, combined with the pre-existing grassroots boycott, hurt Target's bottom line. The company's stock price down nearly $44 per share from the end of January, when the retailer first announced it was ending DEI efforts. Yeah! The boycott also gave rise to the bullseye black market. a 3-day pop-up event directing dollars to Black-owned brands. One of them, Lamique Beauty.
Before 2020, you're looking at less than 5% of Black-owned beauty products on retailers' websites or on their physical shelves.
Kim Roxy, the owner, found her way on Target's website, but says sales for products listed on the website dropped amid the fast, but she's keeping her products listed.
I decided to keep my products on the website because they're there because of a Black woman who has a company called Amp Beauty LA.
True Laundry, an Atlanta-based detergent company, also featured.
Everybody uses laundry detergent. If you have a good product, then we have people of all colors and all races buying from it.
Says this movement isn't just about where people spend, it's about who they're uplifting.
He said we have to buy from each other like all other people, right? And that's important.
So good people, welcome back to the channel, and allow me to say this. You know, karma is yeah, I don't want to say that word, but karma finally caught up with Target, you know, because they thought, you know what, we don't need that black dollar. We don't need that support from black people. But black people chose to stand on business. They stood on business. They said, you know what, we're going to make sure that we're not getting anything from your stores. We ain't going to buy anything from your stores. If we want to purchase anything, then we're going to buy it directly from the people. And guess what? Yeah, that's what they did. So, by the way, let me comment and salute to my black people, black brothers and sisters back in the United States. You know what? When someone says that, when someone doesn't see the importance of you in their lives, then you should remove yourself from their lives and behave as if they doesn't exist. They don't exist alone. And that is what exactly black people did. You know what? You pretend like we don't exist, you don't know us, then yeah, we're going to pretend as if you guys don't exist. Even pastors were preaching in church, you know what? Don't go there. But after they found out they've been losing money, they came out apologizing, you know. Black people, we're sorry. We know we were supposed to no, we're not supposed to roll back the eye, but we're going to fix up these problems. By July, the eye shall be back and everything shall be all right and everything shall be kicking and going. Black people are like, you know what? We're still in our 40-day boycott of Target. Don't teach us what to do. Don't teach us how to run these things. This is our town. This is our stuff. We're going to run this thing the way we know how to run it. And I must say, black people, you guys are not just brutal. You guys are who you think you are. If someone plays with you, don't let your guard down. Make sure that you deal with them properly, squarely, perpendicularly. Now they understand that, you know what, these people have money. And something that I must say is, if you guys have boycotted Target for less than 2 months, and these guys have been losing billions already, it means that you guys have the power. You guys have the money. By the way, who has the money has the power. So you guys have the power. Why don't you build your own businesses? Why don't you build your own stores and buy from those stores? Why don't you support each other? Why don't you use that black dollar to uplift a black brother or a black sister? Why don't you do that? Because I'm just trying to think out loud, man. Like, in less than 2 months, these guys have been losing billions? Oh no, come on. You guys have the power. You guys can do it. And guys, you know what? I have nothing much to say, but let me say this as I finish up. If you fuck around, you're going to find out. Target they did, now they're finding out, they're apologizing. Soon you'll see a lot of people apologizing. You know what? Everyone who messed up, they're going to is going to catch up with them, and they'll apologize, they'll be begging, they'll be on their knees. You know what? There is a Swahili proverb that says, a Swahili saying that says, utalia na kusaga meno. you'll cry and gnash your teeth, right? You'll cry and gnash your teeth. And right now it's that moment for Target. So I don't know what you guys think about this video, but kindly, if this is your very first time watching me, then I'll ask you most definitely to subscribe to this channel. Let us have the conversation going on in the comments. So most definitely I'll ask you to leave a reply there. And don't forget to like this video so that the YouTube algorithm can be favorable to it and it will be suggested to as many people as possible. This is A Week in Africa. I've been your host, Bemo. Until next time, peace out.